$199. Nothing, a London-based phone company, has introduced their new line of phones as well as accessories called the CMF, which is color, material, and function. This phone retails for under $200. This is the CMF Phone 1. Now, let's get into opening this phone. So, the first thing we really can see is that the box is fun. It kind of reminds me of the nostalgia tape cassettes of the 80s. It's nothing really special here, though. It does seem like it's China, like mass-produced box. But at least they're really taking their time to really look at it and give us something a little more, especially for our money. I didn't expect this for an under $200 phone. And it's decent materials. It's hard cardboard. It's probably like foam / cardboard in that box. Besides that, you know, it does definitely make it pop out. So let's get into what's inside the box. And yeah, we have the paper wrap that every single phone in 2024 has had. A cardboard cutout to separate it, and we do have a USB-C charging and data cable. Looking at the package itself, so I did do a little scan to figure out what that is. Literally, it's a manual, but the UPC code is giving us all the Nothing phones. You find the CFM1 and it gives you things there. Tend not to like this specific manual just because of the font they chose, but it is what it is. Everything's digital now. Go find it online. You can see everything. What also comes in the box is we do have this SIM ejector tool with the Nothing branding. It's pretty much on the other side, and that bright orange. So I think bright orange is the color of at least 2024. Probably more that bright orange has been introduced due to the fact of the, Apple Ultra Watch button. But anyway, let's get all this stuff back into the box and let's get into the phone. This is why you guys came here. We'll unwrap the paper. It is a dual camera system. It is a 50 megapixel camera. It's a Sony 50 megapixel camera. That second technical camera is a sensor to help out with bokeh. So it's really only one camera. That sensor helps out with taking like portrait shots to get the bokeh going fairly well. Just taking my time to take this thing out of the paper. All right, so if we look at this here, right, we have a Super AMOLED screen, right? It's 6.7 inch screen. It's fairly big. Most budget phones now do roll out with a really big screen. But for AMOLED in this price, they're not sparing any money here. You are definitely getting your money's worth, I think. We're looking at the back here. This case here doesn't have vegan leather, which there are other cases which we'll talk about it. This phone actually has interchangeable cases that you can add to it. You gotta unscrew it with the screwdriver. This little knobby thing here is for other accessories. For example, they have a lanyard, a magnetic wallet, and a stand for the phone. But it kind of is pretty cool. It also adds one other feature where you could interchange that little knobby with different colors once you've exchanged the case. I think the big thing you guys are going to see here, this phone's more about you being able to personalize it on the outside, changing accessories for the phone as well as cases. So let's bump this in, right? Again, it's color, material, function by Nothing. CMF. As other YouTubers said, cheap blank blank, right? So I think, I haven't really personally looked at the UI of Nothing, but it's pretty established. It looks pretty good. Give me a minute. I think what I'm going to do is come back and, actually set up the phone and let you guys see what's inside of it. So I'll be back in about a minute or two, but if we're looking here, we're setting up the language. So obviously I come from the United States, so it's English. We want to connect to a network. I'm going to skip this for now.
One big thing that no phone under $200 has is an on-screen fingerprint reader, and it seems like this fingerprint reader is a decent fingerprint reader, because I had to scan my thumb a lot. Usually, even with the side ones, it's like 1, 2, 3. Here, they really wanted that fingerprint, so I'm not too sure if it's an ultrasonic fingerprint reader, but I think this is cool. I don't know how these guys are doing this for this specific price. Looking really at this phone, you're pretty much getting everything that the Nothing phone gets, except for those glyph lights. But for me, man, I could really care less about the glyph lights. This made me excited. I'm able to actually buy in at a really decent price, and I know I'm going to be able to use this phone.
So that we can get it, you'd have to go to their website to order this phone.
So if we see it pretty much out of the box, it has the most up-to-date
2.64, I think,
version of the Android that Nothing has, which is the Nothing.
Got about 2 updates. What is it? 2.6. Since I've owned it for about a week,
just looking at this, we're able to set up the phone here, choose your style.
It's really nice. Gives you personalization.
Black right now, only because I have the black back on it. Once I get the other color black, I'll switch it out. But I like the Nothing launcher. So this phone comes with the Nothing launcher. You got little widgets,
being able to light up.
It colorizes the icons as well.
If they're not going to like develop a case,
before I get back
imagine us being able to change the case and put the glyphs on it. Maybe they're going to charge us like $50 for a glyph case. Who knows? These cases retail for about $35. If you order the phone though with it, you'll get a discount. And some other accessories that they do have are a watch, as well as some earbuds, and I guess
so let's get into the specs of this. First things first, it's running Nothing OS 2.6.
But here, I'm going to show you guys the screen. Let's get in here. We got the OS
operating system.
A billion times. Thanks, guys.
If you guys have still been listening to me as I go through this unboxing, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Appreciate it. MediaTek Dimensity 7300. 7300 processor. It's very quick.
It's fairly decent if you look at the specs.
Camera that has a 50 megapixel.
Got a rear camera. It's 50 megapixels
as well as 16 megapixel.
You do have a front-facing camera too.
Selfie camera.
Remember, it's only one camera. The other one's a sensor,
so it just helps with blurring.
Front-facing camera is 60 megapixels, but I still think they need some software updates, because looking at that front-facing selfie camera,
it's running 8
I haven't really been able to get some decent shots inside. Outside, I'm not going to try.
8 gigabytes of RAM.
Big thing here, right? We have 8 gigabytes of RAM,
and you're able to boost this RAM with RAM gigabytes of storage.
8 gigabytes.
Where other phones, I guess they're selling for like $30 more, 256
RAM on a computer didn't really do anything.
But it does have an SD card, so that supports up to 2 terabytes.
This version of the phone has 128 gigabytes in the US. That's the only version you'll be able to get.
Really nice big battery, but most budget batteries in the US, budget phones in the US,
the only first one if they pop something out again. Manufacturer-wise, maybe the US will also get the 256 gigabyte version. So there's 2 versions.
It's got a
128 and 256 for storage.
AMOLED screen.
Then you got a whopping 5,000
and it's running the most current version of Android 14.
Really
that's
decent,
right, July 1st. Haven't really updated the Google Play system, but I bet
battery storage. We know it's running on Android 14.0.
What do you guys think about the CMF Phone 1 by Nothing? Under $200 budget phone,
6.7-inch AMOLED.
It's
display.
Sold unlock. You can get it directly through the manufacturer.
But again, what do you guys think? We have
and
the CMF
you can also get
Nothing phone.
Really decent accessories.
I don't really think this phone is nothing. I think it's definitely something that has at least opened my eyes up to a budget market phone.
Watch.
What do you guys think, especially being in the US?
Smartwatch for $60. We have to see how that goes. And also they have
purchasing
some
I know it's tough because
Pro 2, that's what they're calling them.
The phones right now are Samsung and iPhone in the US, but at least Nothing's offering something
if
that's much different. It's giving us a different experience.
As well as
big
don't
deal.
forget to
If you drop the
subscribe.
phone, you go buy another.
I have a Patreon account. You subscribe there, as well as look for me on Instagram.
It's giving us other options. I'm pretty excited about this phone, especially because it's being able to change the phone's color. So what do you guys think? Again, leave down in the comments. I appreciate it. This is Consumer Compute, and I'll see you in my next video.